All right, so here he is. You can argue he is the best pound-for-pound male fighter in the world today, the UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, and he continues to add layers and wrinkles to his game. Absolutely incredible, all he has accomplished thus far.
He's a tremendous fighter, and John, you look at his style and you think to yourself, this would translate weight classes, pound for pound. That's the definition. He is pound for pound, and that was on full display when he just dismantled the great Max Holloway. But tonight in front of him, he has a very different challenge. It's not a guy he's seen before. He's got a formulated plan inside the octagon, and if anybody can do that, it's Alexander Volkanovski.
And one thing that has been key to his success, he's just never been flat on fight night.
Never.
Always seems to have his best. We'll see if he has it all going here tonight. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go. Second meeting. Alexander Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev. Their first fight at UFC 284 went to Makhachev. Hotly contested by some. You and I both thought Islam won. We'll see if Volkanovski can make it 1-1 here tonight.
You know, Volkanovski is probably the most talented fighter in the world. His ability to improve between fights is not like anything I've ever seen before. But in the matchup with Makhachev the first time, we saw that Islam can stand with Volkanovski without being successful getting takedown. But he's got to be better tonight if he wants to win again. So as I said, Volkanovski continues to improve.
Trying to kick the leg out.
Nice body shot. Ooh, big shot lands.
Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Back to his patented kicks here, but just out of range. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in his fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Constantly a moving target.
That was a slick transition.
And now he's got the back. Good fight here, under 2 to go. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by Volkanovski. Striking pretty well from the bottom here.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Oh, tags it with the straight. Nice job there. Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Big right hand there. Final seconds of round 1. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, take a seat. Deep breaths. All right. Now, I need you to refocus, and we're going to take this fight in a different direction. I want you to start looking.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, here we go with our next round. His opponent is going to need some Motrin later tonight. How about all those strikes to the head he absorbed in the previous round?
He is not moving his head. He's trying to walk forward. He's a pressure fighter, sure, but he's trying to walk forward with no head movement, and he is paying the price for it by getting hit over and over in the face.
Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, nice judo toss for him.
Clean punch.
Back and forth we go. And potentially a critical takedown here. Right side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. There it is. Now he's going to mount. Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Islam Makhachev. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Makhachev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to start throwing now.
Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Makhachev's right back to the full mount. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. One minute to go, round 2. Oh, Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, round 3 coming up next.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Breathe. Great round. You're doing great without positioning him on the ground. I want more of that. In this round, I need you to stay a little more active.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, here we go with our next round. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish one because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Gotta love the clinch work here. Strong knees to the body landed there by Islam Makhachev.
Oh!
This could be it. Big right hand lands. Oh, huge left. Nice. Nicely done. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent.
Great timing there. Beat the hips and got the takedown.
Volkanovski's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
Oh, nice.
Close guard.
He passes to half guard.
Oh, Volkanovski's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Working out of the half guard here. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Volkanovski's right back to the full mount here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with his striking. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Ten seconds to go in the round. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
All right, take a seat, brother. Take a seat. Breathe. Relax. Let's calm that mind. You got a little too much nervous energy going on out there. I need you to refocus.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. In terms of the knee strikes, shades of Ben Saunders against Brandon Wolf back in the day. Just nasty.
I mean, just nasty knees. The moment he finds those opportunities to really drive his knee home, drive it into your body, he throws them, and he throws them with absolute force.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt wrapped around their waist. It's amazing.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Volkanovski gets the double leg takedown. How good was that? Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Volkanovski's in half guard. Nicely done. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Some serious bruising going on in and around that right thigh. May want to check a leg kick or two. Back and forth we go.
He's hurt bad here.
Oh, big right hand, yes.
Right into a takedown.
Volkanovski gets up. He is back on the feet here.
He hurt him again.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent. This is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. Well, it's early, but that was one of the better rounds we have seen all year. Knockdowns on both sides. Mixed martial arts, folks.
Mixed martial arts is the most beautiful form of violence that you will ever see. And these two men put it on full display in that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, fifth and final round. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters here.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon for all the action. Another straight left.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
He's back in the position. This is where he has done a ton of good work here. Punch, punch, punch to the head from the clinch. Takedown
defense holds up. And now some separation.
Has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Back to his feet. Makhachev's in half guard. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cut. Side control now. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Under a minute now to go in this one.
Stand this up. You need to work.
Makhachev's in half guard now. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion, or what?
I do believe he's still champion, but that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Well, it is as hard a title to hold down as there is in the UFC, but mission accomplished for the champion here tonight. Congratulations, he is still the undisputed UFC light